And that was Mr. Carl Thomas. We thought you should know. Another laid back joint, man. But we in here, man. We back with Mr. Rich Dennis, man. Like I said before I went to break, man. Wanted to get a little bit of info on this cryptocurrency, these bitcoins, man. What do you think about that? What's that all about?
You know, I saw the cryptocurrency and the bitcoins on social media a couple of years ago, and from what I saw, you know, the bitcoins, they were going around as though they were doing network marketing for a moment, like they were trying to do some recruiting and teach people how to work the market and build I don't want to say a pyramid, but from my knowledge of it, that's kind of what it seemed like to me. I just did a little small research on it. I see that in the last couple of days it's dropped,
yeah,
and now it's back up 80%, and that's just in the last 24 hours, nearly true. So in the value on a week.
Okay.
So I mean, there must be some form of value there, but I don't think it's going to be the new form of currency. I have heard people say, you know, that Bitcoin is going to be the new currency. That's going to be the new money. I'm not sold on that just yet.
Yeah.
You know, I think that, you know, the new money is basically your online accounts, whether that's, you know, 'cause we went away from cash to cards to chips.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, that's about where we're going and where we're going to say it.
Okay. Yeah, because it's something that, I mean, like cryptocurrency, it was hot for a while.
Right.
You know,
right.
Everyone was talking about it. It was a big phenomenon. It was a big move. And, you know, I kind of sat back and watched it, and I was just like, I don't know about this, you know, and I base a lot of that on, you know, a lot of the other schemes that have went on that have, you know, taken a lot of money from, you know, a lot of people. And
Right.
Even this week I did hear over in China that they had $64 million come up missing.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, and, you know,
Just gone.
yeah, it's just gone. I mean, you know, with the hackers, and it's like, okay, that's a lot of money. I mean, it's probably insured money, you know. But once again, there's groups out here who saying, hey, we're plotting and scheming on, you know, this system. You know, we've already got software, we've already developed schemes. So all we want is everybody to keep following this phenomenon, and in the end, we're gonna pull the plug on it.
Right. So what if that market crash?
Yeah.
You don't want to be a part of that market crash. That's why, you know, I suggest that people invest wisely. Like know what you're investing in, because, you know, people lose their entire life savings, you know, dumping it into products or software or different stocks, and once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
You know, it hits. That is wonderful, but you know, you shouldn't lose everything you've worked your entire life for on a whim. Just because it's hot right now doesn't mean it'll be hot a year from now.
Yeah. I mean, that's like I say, I wouldn't just really sold on it, because once again, every time I look up, you know, there is somebody out here scheming, taking money and taking advantage of all the people.
Correct.
I still remember Bernie Madoff. They still haven't found all that money that he took.
Yeah.
They still haven't recouped all of that. So, like I say, I get kind of leery on a lot of it, because a lot of it is a scheme. I mean, after you lived a while and you know, research it and investigate it and you watch out for certain stuff like that, it's not a good feeling, you know, to see people losing their money like that, and it makes you skeptical. But like I say, you know, to all my Bitcoin people, my cryptocurrency people, hey, do your thing. I'm not knocking you. But I might not just jump in with you. Like I say, $64 million came up missing this week, and that's a lot of money. And I don't know if it was just designed like this from the beginning to get people on board and take their money.
You never know until you get in there, and then
Yeah.
you know, and that's the thing though. By the time you realize it,
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah, because like you just said, I mean, if the market, the prices on these went down so far, and it only gained 80% of what it lost, well, in the end, isn't that still a 20% loss?
Right. You still at a loss.
That's still $20 out of 100 that was lost. So, you know, it's a manipulation of it.
Right. But now, if you know how to work the system and you have a good investing strategy, then, you know, sometimes you can predict those things and you can see those things coming. If you're someone that's in tune with it and you're watching that graph and watching either grow or decline,
Yeah.
hey, when you see it start declining, sell.
Yeah.
You know, hey, when you see it start back rising, that 80. So you think about all those people who sold high when it was high,
Yeah.
and then bought again when it was low.
When it was low.
They made a killing. But
Yeah.
if you're not those people, then hey, you just lost out. You're like you missed that wave, and it happened so fast.
Yeah.
That hey, you can't go back and be like, hey, hit the reset button. I want to go buy those stocks from yesterday. No, once that number changes, it changes.
Yeah, it's pretty much so done. I mean, and a lot of people, like you said before on a previous show, if you're doing anything after 12 o'clock, it's probably the following day.
Right, yeah, that's
So
going to hit the following day.
if you're looking at it at 11:30 on lunch, and you go to lunch at 12:05, your money is going to be the following day. It's not in what you see in at that moment. That's, once again, it goes back into the knowledge.
Yes.
And making sure that you know and understand what you're doing. You know, some people say, yeah, I got stocks. Yeah, I look at, okay, I mean, give me some basics.
Yes.
You know, the basic is anything after 12 is done the following day. So what you're sitting at your desk looking at that moment, if you're not pushing the button and moving it right then, it's not going to happen. If you talk to a lot of people who deal with the stock market and stockbrokers, they push the button right then.
Yes, yeah, you definitely can't be looking at a Twitter stock right now and think, you know what, Tuesday I'm going to buy 3 or 4 shares.
Yeah.
By Tuesday, it's gone up and gone down.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. That's what I suggest. You find a stock that's within your price range. You know, whatever your price range may or may not be, but you find that stock and something that you put $100 in, $200 in, and allow it to grow and get something that does monthly dividends.
Yeah.
And create you a drip account, so that way every time it does spit out those dividends, it's automatically putting those dividends right back into that account.
Yeah.
And that way you are increasing your value in that stock. So as they increase, you increase as well. But then if when you get in the stock market, pay attention and do your research on that company. I mean, all the way to the CEO.
Yeah.
Like, who's the vice president of it? Who's making the decisions on the sales? Like, where are they getting their parts from? Where are the labor from? And you are a part of that company now.
Yeah.
They're using your funds to fund their operations.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to dive in 100%, when you get a stock. Don't just go in it willy-nilly and, hey, you know what, I'm going to spend $200-$300 on this stock and roll the dice with my life.
Yeah. I mean, and that's going to be key, man. But, man, this show went quick, and it's always a lot of information. But, we're going to keep having Mr. Rich Dennis from RichLife Investing coming in and providing information. Like we say, man, we got to make sure that the people are very knowledgeable of these things and start to take their finances very serious. Because Lord knows I don't plan on working till I'm 60 and said, man, I want to retire early, and having things like this already set up. It's beautiful.
Yes,
you can sit back and kick your feet up. Because once again, I don't plan on working for forever. If it does happen, cool. But I'm gonna set some things up. Like the people who were able to retire at a young age. I'm gonna follow in some of their footsteps. I'm not gonna do everything that they did, because my finances may or may not allow me to do that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take more take more of this under my wings and make sure that my 2 daughters are taken care of, and whenever they have kids, their kids can be taken care of. And,
that's right.
Once again, we're gonna plant these seeds, and we'll worry about it growing a little bit later.
Because it'll definitely grow. If you plant your seeds and you put it in the right place and stay on top of it, invest conservatively, it'll grow.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, once again, man, I really do appreciate you coming in. Go ahead and let the people know where you can be reached at.
Yes, Rich Life Unlimited, RichLifeInvesting.com. You can find me on social media. I am Rich Life. Reach out to me. I'll reach back out to you to get you where you're trying to go.
Okay. But other than that, man, it's been another good show. Saturday. Once again, I'm going to be out at Bistro 46 tonight. Poetry and Chill 1-year anniversary. If you're planning to get out there, need to be there by 8:30. Show's going to be from 8:30 to 12:30. Other than that, man, just going to duck out, man, and finish my laundry up and chill out for the weekend. Got to work all weekend, these 7 days a week. It's been a grind, but I can see it paying off. But other than that, man, I'm going to get on out of here. Right now, what I got back in there, Big Lo? I got DRoe Hill, all my DRoe Hill fans. Missed the concert last night. This one's for you. I got Beauty. You've been listening to the All the Above Show, 890 AM, FM 103.7, streaming live at KTLR.com. I'll see you next Saturday. Tony.